show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't...
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set 180. Check 56. I'm coming after you.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
General West.
Second down, Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Hey, blue 60. Check 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, you alert. 56 to Mike. 56 to
Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded inside the 5. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Jim. Bang, 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 bang. Watch the safety creep. Check your backer.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On the double. 40's a Mike. Got you, boy. Ready, go.
Haskins on third down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down at the 21-yard line.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Skip the flag. Ready, go. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Heads in. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll. 51.
Second down, Haskins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Deshaun Hand gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. His throw incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
40's Mike. I'm coming after you.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every... And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Stay 50, stay 50. Hurry up,
to throw again. Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. This is Johnson. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run it with Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Mike 40, Mike 40 on it. Go.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Mike 40, Mike 40.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He gets it in the hands of Geis.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Haskins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Intercept, baby, all day!
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, they go to Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Going to give it to Love. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break, Stanford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, buddy. At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Hey, they scared. They scared.
To throw on third down. Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, Foxtrot, 32.
On first and 10, Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
23 yards, the final tally. On first and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Peterson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They run again with Peterson. They find some open field here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Haskins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
250. 556.
From the 16, Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready? Pittsburgh. Hey, watch your leg.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Jakeem Grant, 82 yards as they have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Hey, 260.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, lady. Middle. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 56, Mike 54. Mike 56. Mike 50. Bravo.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Evans has it left side. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Airing it out deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. His 11th touchdown of the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Slam, slam.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Echo.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And the Lions 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Stafford airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
42.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the...
There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Omaha, remove!
From the gun, Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get ready! Get ready!
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 31-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.